This is the proven way to build a $1 million cleaning company. So to get to $1 million, you only need 278 recurring clients and 14 cleaners. So in today's video, I want to break down those numbers in a bit more detail, give you some ideas of timelines, and think about the exact marketing and recruitment strategy you need to take to get to that point. So let's dive in. So let's make some assumptions first of all when we're coming up with how do we get to that $1 million level. So let's say we are a house cleaning business and we're focused on our recurring clients. So the recurring client growth is going to be what gets us that $1 million level. So if we take a typical recurring client, let's say we clean for them on a bi-weekly basis, so once every 2 weeks, and they pay $150 per cleaning. $150 times 2 over the month would get us to $300 a month. So $1 million a year works out at just over $83,000 a month. So $83,000 a month divided by 300 gets us to about 278 bi-weekly clients. So we know that if we are serving that number of recurring clients, we are on the run rate for a $1 million cleaning business. So let's not overcomplicate it. Let's say we only offer house cleaning services, so we're not doing anything around office cleaning or carpet cleaning or window cleaning or anything like that. So we have cleaners that work for us 5 days a week. Let's say they have a morning client and an afternoon client, so they have 2 available slots a day, 10 available slots, that would mean over the course of a week, and over 2 weeks they have 20 available slots. So if we are thinking about bi-weekly clients, we know that one cleaner can serve or clean for 20 bi-weekly clients. So if we take the number at the beginning, the 278 bi-weekly recurring clients divided by 20, that gets us to 13.9, or let's say 14 cleaners. So in a nutshell, that is how that $1 million a year number is broken out in terms of the number of clients that we need and how many cleaners we need on our books to clean for those clients. So how would we plan it over the course of a year? So to get from 0 to $1 million in a year would be extremely quick. I don't think I've ever seen a cleaning company hit that number within 12 months. But there are companies out there that can get there within sort of 2 to 3 years, so it is very doable. But the way that you want to think about it is, okay, I want to build a $1 million cleaning business within this certain timeline. You would just then go ahead and reverse engineer those numbers. But let's say, to keep things really, really simple, we have 260 days in a year to run our marketing and our advertising. So that would be, Monday through Friday over the course of 1 year, which would be 365 days a year, but taking out the weekends, that would get us to 260 days. So if we say 278 recurring clients, acquiring them within 260 days, let's just make the maths really simple. Let's say that those numbers are fairly similar. We therefore know that we need to get 1 recurring client every day to hit that number within a year. So if we are getting 1 recurring client a day, obviously not every single booking that we're getting is going to be a recurring client, but I know from experience that generally 40% of bookings are generally recurring. So if the cleaning company got 10 recurring clients in a week, or 10 bookings in a week, we would expect 4 of those bookings to be recurring clients. So it's between 1 in every 2 to 1 in every 3 bookings. So let's say if a cleaning company was able to get 3 client bookings in a day, then we would expect 1 of those bookings to be recurring clients. So we now know that if we want to hit $1 million within a year to get 278 recurring clients, we need to get 1 recurring client a day, which would generally mean we would probably need to get 3 bookings in total to get one bookings of those to be a recurring client. So Let's take it a further step back. So how do we get those 3 bookings in a day? And that depends on what your close rate is from lead to booked client. So how many leads would we generally need to get those 3 clients? So a typical number that I would say is pretty normal would be a 30% close rate. So for every 10 leads that you get, if you close 30% of those, you would expect to get 3 bookings. So we know that if we need to get 3 bookings a day, we would need to get 10 leads a day to hit that number. So 10 leads a day, starting out from 0 is going to sound like a really, really high number, but that if we hit that 10 leads a day, that we're going to be getting those 3 bookings, and out of those 3 bookings, we're going to be getting 1 recurring client, and that basically is how it all stacks up. So how do we get to those, that volume of leads? And, this is something that I would say you want to be thinking about running paid advertising, Google ads and Google local service ads, and obviously getting your local SEO up and running as quickly as possible to get you ranked in the Google Maps section. So, as a side note, this is something that we do. We work with cleaning companies all over the country with their marketing, their paid and organic SEO. So I'll leave a link in the description for those of you that are interested. So we know that we need 278 recurring clients. We know that means 1 recurring client a weekday. To get 1 recurring client a weekday, we need 3 bookings. And to get those 3 bookings at a 30% close rate, we would need to get 10 leads a day. So we've got the marketing strategy laid out. In terms of recruitment, what does that mean? So if we need to get 14 full-time cleaners that are working 5 days a week, if we have 52 weeks over the year, that means that we basically need to make 1 new cleaner or hire 1 new cleaner every 3.7 weeks. So let's say, once a month, we need to be getting a new cleaner. So again, we can reverse engineer that. So, okay, if we are onboarding 1 new cleaner every 4 weeks or every month, how many interviews do we need to get to make that job offer? So it could be, let's say, 10 interviews. We need to be interviewing 10 people, and out of those 10 people, maybe we make 2 job offers, and out of those 2 job offers, we have 1 that goes ahead and starts with us. So if it's, we then can figure out how many interviews that we get, and then we can step it back further in terms of thinking, okay, how many applications do we need to get to convert to those 10 interviews? So this is where you need to be tracking all these numbers quite closely. If we know we need to get, say, 20 applicants to get 10 interviews, okay, what does that translate in terms of us advertising for cleaners? Maybe on our Indeed ad, how many clicks do we need to get those 20 applications? And then we can say, okay, we need to spend this amount of money each month on Indeed to get, let's say, 100 clicks. Those 100 clicks turn into 20 applications. Out of those 20 applications, we get 10 interviews. Out of those 10 interviews, we get 2 job offers. Out of those 2 job offers, we then get 1 onboarded client. So this is what reverse engineering is. And you can go all the way back and say, okay, if that is what the goal is, 1 new hire every 4 weeks, we know we need to be spending this amount of money on Indeed to percolate all the way along. So setting that monthly recruitment budget is the way that you would go about hitting that target. So I hope this video has been helpful. As I said, marketing is one of the 2 most important parts of building this business. We need to be doing marketing right, and we need to be doing recruitment right. But in this next video, I'm going to go into a bit more depth about how do we actually get that lead volume. As I talked about, paid marketing has a place. Organic marketing also has a key component of what we do. But there are other channels out there that will also allow us to hit that goal quickly. So this is what I want to talk about in this next video, how to get more clients for your remote cleaning business. So I'll see you on the next one.